Hey guys, it's me, Fire Hazard, and well, you might be wondering, what is this horrible version of Battlefield 3 that you're seeing? Well, this is what my graphics card pretty much has done to it. Anyway, yeah. To be fair, it's still beautiful. That's to be fair. Battlefield is a beautiful game, and even with these settings, it's still pretty awesome. So yeah, what am I going to say? You might also be wondering, where have I been? Well, again, this sort of explains it, doesn't it? I've been playing Battlefield a lot. I mean, obviously, you might have seen my videos before, which is me playing Battlefield, and yeah, you might have seen that I've, you know, Battlefield 2 and a couple of other, well, no, yeah, none of the other Battlefield games yet, but eventually I will have more Battlefield games. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, yeah, I'm playing Battlefield 3, and this is my first Battlefield 3 video. I've played it, well, I've been playing it for quite a long time now, actually. I think I've gone over 24 hours, so, yeah. I'm not as good as I thought I'd be at it, but then again, my frame rates aren't exactly the best frame rates you can get. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say this is such an awesome game, even with just one map. I have tried the Caspian Borders, which was out for a little bit, first 2 days, I think, first 3 days maybe. But yeah. Anyways, so this is what I'm gonna sort of tell you about this. In this video, I want to sort of explain a little bit about overclocking your graphics card, really, to play more better games or better quality. Ah, balls! Should have known. Yeah. So what I have done is, ages ago, made the mistake of buying a low-end card. I say ages ago, about 3 years ago maybe, back when the HD4350 series was out, and yeah, I decided, well, I'm poor, I need a low-end, oh, I need a graphics card to play Battlefield 2 mainly at that time, and you know, the new games consoles had only just come out, really, so it wasn't too big of a deal, I guess. So what I realised is, all of the new games that are coming out, oh god, what is my problem? Oh, how did I not see him? I thought he was part of the rock. Oh, this is so distracting. You won't even believe it. Just talking and playing is actually the hardest thing to do. And I sort of forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, overclocking. Yeah, so I needed to overclock it pretty much to get any of the new games working.
We have defused the charge. Over.
So, well, it's quite simple to do actually, because but yeah, so now that I've died, I can tell you, yeah, so basically what I did was, I wanted to play a couple of new games that were coming out, and I've only just started overclocking my CPU, so I thought, what else can I overclock? And what came to mind was that a lot of the games actually required graphics card, a good graphics card. So I saw a setting on Catalyst, which is the AMD or ATI. I thought I saw someone there. Yeah, the Catalyst settings that you can overclock. It's actually not too hard to overclock. You just sort of go in those settings, change them around, you know, up the frequency for the GPU frequency and the memory frequency there, and bam, yeah, you're in the next stage to play better games or a better frame rate. Anyway, so now to the point I'm trying to make is I didn't think that'd happen. Didn't think I'd get him. So, oh my god, sorry about this. I feel like I should have maybe recorded the video first and done the talking. But yeah, I definitely recommend overclocking if you can't afford another card. If you can afford another card, then I say get the other card because it is worth it. And the reason for that is if you don't have good enough cooling, it could also cause some problems and you won't get the best out of your graphics card as well. So yeah, it's not actually, a lot of people say overclocking is, you know, terrible and probably damaging, but if you got the good enough cooling, I don't see, you know, what the problem is. Yeah, I don't really have much of a problem, except if I do overclock too much and then I get sort of a blue screen of death.
We've spotted a hostile sniper.
Yeah, that's it, I promise. Alright, so I'll give you some tips on overclocking as well. What you shouldn't do is, you shouldn't just go, alright, Battlefield 3, let's overclock my...
We've spotted an enemy sniper in your area.
Oh god.
Fire! Trap!
Yeah, what you shouldn't do is just go straight for the top, you know, top, oh my god, what am I saying, the top settings, because if you do that, it's not going to work. Well, it might work, but you never know, it could completely screw up your graphics card.
Be advised, enemy sniper spotted in your AO.
Say screw it up, it just causes you problems. So what can you do? What you can do is go up by 10s, which is what I do, and you start off at your lowest settings, overclock it, get 10 plus or something, and then yes, good. Yeah, so you'd overclock it, and you get, you know, you keep doing that. Play your games a couple of times until you get a setting that you're happy with, or if you don't get a setting that you're happy with, and you get a setting which sort of doesn't work too well, or you get some sort of glitches and every when I was overclocking this for Battlefield 3, I got trees sort of spreading out bigger than they should be. You know, the geometry was kind of screwed up, loads of errors in the shaders, and yeah, that wasn't really good. So I sort of went to the last clock that did work, and yeah, as you can see, it's running at about 25 frames per second or 20 frames per second. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not amazing, but look at me, I got 9 kills and 3 deaths. Obviously, if I had a better frames per second, I might have been able to get a lot better, but yeah, I'd rather play the game than not play the game, basically. So yeah, that's one thing you can do, or you could just buy a card that does work on it. Again, yeah, you won't be able to run out max settings, or, you know, have high settings on it, because they're not even supported for the card. Like, overclocking it isn't going to make it suddenly the best card ever. It's just going to make it a better card. So what I've got is at the lowest settings at 800 by 600 resolution, which, let's be fair, it isn't the best settings, but it's playable, so that's what I'm liking.
Be advised, charge has been set. Over. Be advised, the charge
I don't think the other team are too good.
by the enemy. Over.
Balls. Probably should do that. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm so gonna die. What am I doing? Ah.